I'm definitely, that's not getting monetized. I cussed right in the first second.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah! Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody, to the 23 Moto Podcast.
Welcome in.
As you're seeing, we have two cameras.
Yeah.
Because my brother went out and got a new camera for Father's Day.
Father's Day.
So
The wifey hooked it up.
I have two cameras, but
I have two cameras now too.
the other one that I had cut off at 30 minutes. And so now we both have the same camera.
That cut off at 30 minutes?
No, this one goes a whole time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry. No cutoff or anything. Anyways, welcome into the Moto Podcast. I am Michael. This is my brother, Robby.
Why do you say welcome in?
I don't know, because I want people to feel like they're in here with us.
Welcome into tuning in?
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Because there's nobody here, dude.
You're here.
I say this all the time.
You're here.
I'm here.
They're here with us.
Yep.
So
You're here in spirit.
we have had a few off weeks. I've been on vacation. You had stuff with your family going on.
Yep.
And then all sorts of scheduling conflicts. And while we're finally back in studio.
Dude. It's been crazy. I'm here today and tomorrow, and then I'm gone again.
That's good. That's what you should be.
I'll tell you off camera.
Yeah, that's fine. But
You already know what I'm doing. But I'm not saying what I'm doing or where I'm going
I?
back.
Well, whatever. You tell me. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to Mammoth.
Family stuff.
Just
you going
kidding.
to Mammoth this weekend?
No, I wish.
I was like, no way.
No, I have to go to San Antonio for work.
Oh, nice.
So we have a lot to catch up on. There's a couple things I want to look ahead to Southwick. The Coonan brothers probably aren't coming anymore.
They're here.
Yeah, but
They're already here.
I think
There's somebody got pictures of them. They're here.
I think it's all publicity stuff that Myrtle set up.
But they're actually here.
They are. You're right.
I actually don't have a clue. Are they?
They're here.
Oh.
Yeah, well, they were riding at Kroon. I have a couple questions about who the bigger athlete is in our sport, Jett or Hayden.
Can't you just check the entry list?
The final one comes out Friday, I think.
So then you'll know Friday. Well, they read press day, if anything.
Yeah, they would. I would hope so, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on. So we have a lot to catch up on. I haven't been riding. I was on vacation, so that was like one of the things that Ruth was like, please don't ride before our cruise because that's a pretty important vacation.
Please do not go and break your collarbone before our cruise.
I didn't want to say that.
Did you do that last year?
No.
Did you do it the year before?
No, I've never done it because I take
Have
like
you
a month
ruined
off.
a vacation because of riding?
Not because of riding.
Okay, then
but I've
what's your
ruined
problem?
plenty of vacations.
What's your freaking problem then?
I don't know.
Tell her, suck it up, dude. This is what I'm doing.
Knock on wood, nothing ever happens.
You say, listen, Ruth, I'm the man of this house.
Would you do that to Karina?
No.
Okay, then. Yeah.
But
I'll
we're
do
talking
whatever
about,
you will.
We're talking about Ruth, though.
I will do whatever you do to Karina. Like speaking to her that way.
I just ask permission.
Yeah, that's true. So, what's been going on?
Nothing, dude.
Nothing at all?
Lots of family stuff.
Have you been riding?
No, I went riding once.
Oh, you went to Fox?
I went to Fox.
How was it?
Dude. So I go to Fox. Track layout's cool. It's fun.
The new main?
Yes, new main. It's fun. I had a good time for like 4 laps.
Okay.
Okay. Came back. My freaking air bleeder for my forks.
Oh, that's right.
It busted, dude.
Yeah.
So I had a buddy tell me, yeah, don't ride anymore.
No, yeah, you shouldn't.
It's bad. So
Yeah.
it cut my session out.
So is that still out?
Yep. No,
So-
there's still the pieces in it, but I got to get it out. I got to extract it out.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess you could extract it, or if you take it in, I don't know.
Dude, I've been calling places trying to find those pieces for
Yeah.
that. Nobody has them.
Let me try one other place.
Well, I was going to hit somebody up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I was, dude. I called
speaking
Grant
of-
Langston up. I said, what's up, dude? Let me get these. He's
Yeah.
like, we don't have them.
Speaking of companies, Yoshimura,
Shout out.
Factory Effects,
Shout out. That's it,
Luxon.
dude.
Well, you don't have Luxon on your bike.
Nope.
I need to get you Luxon clamps.
Shout out ETS Racing Fuel. Best
ETS
fuel in the
Racing
freaking
Fuel.
business, dude. This garage, it smells like ETS.
Because it's right here.
Like you hear what's going on with my throat right now? That's because of the fuel, dude.
You got to stop huffing fuel.
No, you don't, dude.
Yeah.
It makes your day pretty much better.
So we have a whole bunch of stuff going on in the moto world. We had an off weekend.
Yep.
You see Hayden was out here in LA?
Out here in LA?
Yeah, he was out like hanging out in LA on the off weekend.
Why do you say out here, dude? We live in Temecula.
I don't know because he's out here in California.
We're like 3 hours from LA.
Because he's from just
kidding, it's like an hour and a half, right? 2 hours.
Yeah, but with traffic, it's 3 hours.
He was. What was he doing out there, dude? Who's the chick he was hanging out with? Because that wasn't what's her face. The girl that came to the race.
Becky?
Yeah.
Or Brecky?
Yeah, whatever her name is.
I don't know. I
Wasn't
have no
the
idea.
same chick, I don't think.
Well, yeah.
What are you doing, Hayden?
Yeah.
Huh?
I would
Passed up on billions of dollars for another
Is she
blonde?
a billionaire?
I don't think so, dude.
Oh, okay.
Let's find out.
You're gonna find out her net worth.
Chat
Be
GPT,
careful
dude.
Googling.
Chat GBT.
So he was out here. Jett and them. They stayed out here in California a lot longer than I kind of expected them to.
They did.
And then you had all sorts of different things that were kind of going on an off weekend. Which I think. Do you think that this series should have more off weekends, or no?
What? Just outdoors?
Just Supercross, motocross
I think they
in
should
general?
have some more off weekends. Yes.
How many?
Through the whole series?
Yeah, whole series.
How many do we have? 2?
And I think it's 3.
2 or 3?
I'm pretty sure it's 3.
It would just push it through.
Watch
more
your hand in my
year.
camera, bro.
So she is.
She's a billionaire?
No, hold on. It doesn't say. She makes $500K a month, dude.
Jeez, dude. No, Deegan ain't pulling that. He ain't pulling that much. I don't think.
Not yet.
No,
he
not
will,
yet.
though. Dude, once that dude starts taking his shoes and socks off, starts doing some feet pics and selling
Yeah,
it, like,
that'd
dude,
be
that'll
pretty
go
funny.
for a lot of money.
Did you expect the championship to go the way that it has so far?
The outdoors?
Yeah, and like 250s?
Oh, 250s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Hayden?
Yeah.
The thing that I was kind of like surprised is there's a couple things that have surprised me more than anything is Masterpool not doing that well.
Surprised on that, yes.
I think he's out.
I thought he was going to be a contender up there with Hayden.
Like I thought he would be a podium contender at least.
Yeah.
Kitchen is starting to kind of come around a little bit.
He was good in the beginning, dude.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, well,
he's better in second motors than he is in first.
yeah. I mean, there's actually I don't know. Would you rather be stronger in the second moto than the first moto?
Every race that I do, I'm always better second moto.
Well, I think that's different because when we race, I don't race, but when the local races happen, you get like 5 minutes on the track.
Well, but it's always the nerves and everything for the first
Yeah.
race. The second one, I already know who my competition is, who's going to pass me, who can't pass me, where I can
So
call
you're
that.
good.
So I feel more confident
Yeah.
in the second moto than the first.
So you have like the reason that I asked that is, and I should have had this set up before, and I
Why not,
apologize.
dude? Just wing it.
Is
what we do.
because I want to make sure I speak on this clearly. See, no
Factually?
entry. There's still no entry list
Dude,
for
how about this?
Cody Shock, dude.
How about
Shout out Cody Shock.
Dude, how about Cody Shock on a privateer team? It doesn't have all the factory Yamaha stuff, right? Running with all the factory guys.
Dude, he's great.
Beating factory dudes, dude.
I know, it's great. And you have a signed jersey.
Yes.
From Cody.
And so do you behind you.
Yeah, it's right here.
Right.
Mine goes for the podcast wall though.
Mine's going for my podcast wall.
I don't blame you. I
don't
would
have a
do that
podcast
too.
wall.
So
I have a jersey wall, but I don't have a podcast wall.
So the things that surprised me on the 250 stuff is Joe. I didn't know if I expected him to be second in the points.
No, he's doing great, dude.
He's doing fantastic.
Yeah, what's Honda going to do?
They got to re-sign him.
You think they're going to?
I don't know if they're going to, but I would. I wouldn't want to let him go. Who are you going to have? Chance keeps getting hurt, which sucks.
Maybe Garrett Marchbanks?
Yeah, I think he's under contract one more year.
No, dude.
No, he isn't?
No.
You know what was kind of interesting to me that I heard is what about getting one of the Coonans? Because they want to come over here.
That'd be
Are
sick.
they under contract again next year? I don't know.
That'd be cool.
But like to have one of them on a red bike, maybe. Have DeWolf. What's DeWolf going to do? DeWolf's going to come over at some point.
DeWolf and Jett used to race each other?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just saw a video of it the other day.
Yeah, because Jett was in the Euros for a long time, in the MXGPs, or well, the Euro,
Right.
Whatever
The amateur
it is.
version of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
And so, but having Hayden, I expected Hayden to just destroy everybody.
Yeah.
Which he's been doing.
Yeah.
Joe, Chance, Garrett, which is very impressive. Tom Vial, I thought Tom Vial would be maybe a little bit better, but I think he had kind of a hangover with winning the championship.
Yeah,
a little bit.
but these tracks have also been, the past couple tracks have been rainy and
He
super
is
ruddy,
a
dude.
MX2 world champion.
Yeah, that's true.
This
Got no
is what
excuse, Vial.
and I'll get to the 450s in a second with Prado, but these guys should excel at Moto.
You would think.
You would think they beat
Yes,
a lot of these guys at
but-
MX the Nations.
So here's the thing about that, right? Those guys at MXGP, they get how much time to practice on the track,
A lot.
right?
I don't know exactly, but it's like 2 days.
Okay, it's like
Yeah.
2 days or something like that, right? They don't go before to the race and get a 15-minute practice, then a 15-minute qualifier,
Correct.
all that stuff, right?
Correct.
It's a very short window to learn the track. They have MXGPs, they have at least, I think it's like 2 days or something like that to
Yeah.
learn the track and all that. But that's all they do is outdoors.
That's true.
Now he's here concentrating on Supercross, right?
Yeah.
So his focus is not just on outdoors.
Yeah.
So kind of screws up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
why if the Coonan brothers come over here and race, or they're just probably just going to destroy, dude.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Do you see what Hayden responded to my post about Coonans are rumored to be
Yeah,
here?
but was that him saying that he'd get a second on them?
No, that he was talking shit saying, oh, they're going to beat me by a minute. He was like, oh, they're going to be so good. They're going to whoop me by a minute. He was talking shit.
Oh, I thought he was saying he's going to blow them by a minute.
That's not
That'd
the
be
way.
a sick race.
Dude, I would love, oh my gosh, dude. Hayden Deegan, DeWolf,
Sick.
Sasha Coonan, because Lucas races the 450s. And who else am I thinking of that would, I want to see Cole Davies back. Like having all those guys, dude, we talk about the 450s, like all the stack level of competition. But if those guys actually do come over like it's rumored to be,
It'd
bro,
be freaking rad.
oh my gosh. But
And racing Supercross?
But the only problem is Hayden's going to bump up in outdoors next year. So it's like,
That's all right.
I don't know if we'll get that battle or not. So 2 things. One thing that surprised me, Hammaker not doing as good as I think he'd probably want to.
Yeah.
And what I expected, I kind of knew it was going to happen, is Ryder D not doing that good. And I feel for him. Like he was touted to be the next phenom of our sport and all that stuff. And it sucks that he didn't flash out to be like that. But I saw the writing on the wall with that one.
Why is it always the amateur kids that are supposed to be the next biggest thing don't ever turn out to be the next biggest thing?
Dude.
And then the amateur kids that are kind of behind are like, dude.
I think it's burnout. I think that they're pushed to such an extreme at such a young age when they're at that level, winning championships and just chasing that like championship mentality 24/7. Eventually you're burnt out.
But you don't have the motivation to do the same thing.
No.
I understand that. But Ryder D's also got a really bad case of bad luck, dude.
Yeah,
I feel
he
like.
does. He does. That's true.
I don't know
Yeah.
why.
I don't either. But I
'Cause he's
kind of
really
did see
good.
that coming. Like I was like, all right, yeah, that's something that makes sense. Like you could kind of see it in the riding at the tracks and stuff like that. Like you could tell he's not at that level.
Nah.
You know?
He's at that level, but he's not a top contender level.
Is he? I mean, he's like 15th in points.
So he's still riding a professional race.
No, I mean, yeah, dude, the guy would
He's not a
smoke
top
me.
contender.
The guy would smoke me with one leg.
He's not a top contender, but he's still professional.
Yeah.
He's still super fast.
But if we're going to critique these guys, we got to critique them.
I'm not critiquing him.
No, yeah,
not doing it, dude.
you've critiqued enough. You've gotten us in trouble with your critiques.
Whatever, dude. I don't even care. What about Chance Hymas? Poor guy.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. I hated
Third
seeing him get
ACL,
hurt.
dude.
I know, it's bad. It's like, at what point is he just injury prone, you know?
Yeah. Daniel Blair said it. That I listened to the other day. He said it's his third ACL. He's 20. You've done 3 ACLs by
Bad.
being 20. But the good side is you're also 20.
Yeah, that's
You know
a good
what I mean?
point. Yeah.
So you got time to heal.
That's a good point. But with technology and medical and all that kind of stuff, advancements today, I think it'd be okay. But it's not good.
No.
For him to get that same injury that many times, that's not good.
Whoa, 2 on one knee, 1 on another.
Yeah, it's bad, dude.
Like, what the heck? What's wrong with your knees, dude?
I don't know.
Knees that weak? Nobody does leg day, or
Nah,
what's
I
the deal,
don't-
dude?
I don't think that's what it is. I'm trying
If
to
you
think
work
of
out your
who
legs,
else.
does it strengthen your ACLs?
Yeah, of course. Casey Cochran's doing well.
Yeah.
Dude's in 7th in points. Juju he's working on it. He needs to bump it up, and he knows it.
He's more a supercross guy, dude.
Yeah, but I think he could end up doing well. I think he'll end up podiuming. God dang that word.
Podiuming.
Yeah, I think he'll get a podium. Not Redbud. I think maybe Washougal. I could see him getting a podium at Washougal. But I don't know if sand. Well, maybe he's from the desert. There get some sandy sections in the desert sometimes.
Yeah.
Who knows what
he's
could happen
better
this
at places
weekend.
that don't have a bunch of ruts.
Yeah.
Or he can just haul ass.
Yep. Yeah. Faulkner's still in it, which I'm proud of him.
Stoked for him, dude.
Drew Adams is out, which sucks. He hurt himself.
He did?
Yep. Dude, the PC team's
Team
cursed,
Green
dude. What else? I think that's about it on 250s of like the points and stuff like that. Anything else on 250s?
No.
Not really, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Cody Shock, don't go back to 250s.
No, dude, he's killing it in 450s.
Dude, doing amazing.
Okay, so
Straight to 450s.
450s.
Mookie's going to gas.
Yeah, but I don't know what that team's going to end up doing. I've
Gas?
seen it go back and forth. If they're going to continue with gas, or if they're going to continue with Rockstar, or if it's going to go gas. I did hear that gas is going to stay and Husky's getting sold. Like that's some
Getting
of the
sold.
Yeah, like so
No, they're just keeping it.
Each company is like their own entity, right?
Why would they keep Husky and get rid of gas?
No, opposite. They get rid of
Why would they keep gas and get rid of Husky?
What I was told. I don't know.
You mean it kind of goes KTM, Husky, gas?
That's what you think.
Because the Husky and gas compete too much?
I don't know. That's
maybe it's smart.
But I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. I think it makes sense for like a Ducati to like buy that team or whatever. You know, like I don't understand why they didn't just buy that like side of it. You know, like they could have just bought straight into like a race team and like developed a bike and all that kind of stuff. And like, I don't know, like I feel like you can do a lot. I mean, obviously they have their own bike and everything, but like something is not right in that whole world.
I don't know. It's probably financially, obviously it has to do with
but think
finances,
but think about how big those brands are.
Yeah,
Gas and Husky are huge.
Yeah, Husky's bigger than gas.
And so I'm like, how can you not operate? How can you not sell one of the divisions? Like sell Husky to Husaberg or whatever. Remember those old
They make
bikes?
good chainsaws.
They do. But you remember that old bike?
The Husaberg?
Yeah, dude.
Is that how you
Like,
pronounce it?
I don't know, Husaberg or something.
Husaberg?
Maybe that's Husqvarna now. Is Husaberg still around?
Husenberger.
Dude, hold on. You know who we're gonna call?
Who?
Domes.
Dude, the dude doesn't have ChatGPT in front of him.
Yeah, I know. That's actually what he does.
And he's up in Mammoth right now.
That is what he does, right? Oh, we could get a Mammoth report. We should get a Mammoth report real quick.
Yeah, you know what he's going to do? He's just going to give us crap because we're not there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll hang up on him. That's the beauty of...
Please do it.
That's the beauty of having...
Please do it.
So do I tell him that if he talks crap, I'm going to hang up on him?
No, you just hang up on him. And
Okay.
then if he calls back,
calling.
you'd be like, yeah, no, sorry, dude.
Oh, I didn't want to FaceTime audio. Well, whatever.
Sound's going to suck.
Is it?
Yeah. It's not going to be as good. Not going to answer.
What is he doing? Is he playing with his Easy Up?
It's duct tape.
His duct tape Easy Up? Oh, what a loser.
Hang up on him.
Call me. There you go. But I think they're going to sell one of the brands. Rockstar is going to be part of it. We know that. And then now
Rockstar.
Mookie's staying.
Yeah.
Mookie's not going to leave. He's
Leave
not.
what,
I thought he
Rockstar?
was going to Triumph. Mookie.
I was too, dude.
But I don't think he is.
I thought he was taking Rockstar with him.
So my dude, yeah, that'd have been cool. My dude at Triumph, I asked him, and I remember he telling me like, "Oh no, we don't have him sign." And I'm like, "Yeah, BS, dude. Just tell me the truth." He goes, "No, we really don't." Maybe he was telling the truth.
Maybe he was.
I don't know. But these guys, I don't know why our sport, and I hate it so much. They're so secretive, and like you can't ask questions, and like, dude, the whole Johnny Hopper situation, like, dude, Pulp was wrong in his critique.
Johnny did. That question was 100% awesome.
100%.
100% awesome.
And I don't like the blow up of what I actually, Pulp is nice to me. He's been cool with me. I'm a very big person of how you treat me.
Yeah.
Right. He's nice to me. Anytime I see him, cool. You know, not courageous, gracious, like all that stuff. Like he is cool. You know, and so I have no issues. I don't like his political views, but him as a person, I'm fine with.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right?
He doesn't like your political views either.
That's okay. But that's the beauty of
Playing fantasy, dude?
yeah, fantasy baseball.
with
But
you?
that's the beauty of being an American is you're allowed to have rights. And
I think Hopper's question was 100% freaking awesome. And I
dude,
think
it was such a good question.
it's his job as a journalist to try to get those questions.
I know.
So what if you don't think they're going to answer or not? Still ask the question, dude. You're not trying to piss them off. You're not trying to do anything. Just ask the question.
What Pulp's anger is that he didn't ask Eli. The whole point
Because he knew
was
Eli
to
wasn't
not
gonna answer.
That was the whole point is to not ask Eli.
Yeah.
Eli, here. Hey, Eli, are you moving to KTM next year? What are you going to say?
I can't comment on that right now.
No, I'm happy where I'm at. I like the team I'm at. You know, like, What do you want him to say? Of course he's not going to say anything. So, hey, AP.
I know, it's a good question.
Potentially, hypothetically, I'm like, dude, you worded that perfectly.
Yes, he did.
Like, and so I was standing right next to the KTM PR girl that handles all the PR for the entire KTM brand, right?
Oh,
I
were
was
you in the press?
Yes.
When
dude,
that,
at
he asked
Lakewood.
that?
Yes. And then all of a sudden I heard AP answering and I'm like, wait. I'm like, is it confirmed that he's going? And she kind of laughed and she goes, we have no confirmation of anything. But she was laughing about it.
Yeah.
She wasn't mad. And like Pulp was saying that Hopper got him in trouble. I walked off with her and AP.
Why? You think that you don't think he's smart enough to be able to not know what not to say? You know what I mean?
don't think he even knows.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I don't even think AP knows for sure.
No,
You know
but what
I
I'm
mean?
saying is, do you really think, even if Plessinger did, do you think he's stupid enough to say something that he
No.
knew that would get him in
Zero
trouble?
chance.
No, dude.
Zero chance.
No. So I think he worded it in a correct way, saying, dude, if that's the case, I've been teammates with blah, 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 blah,
Yep.
blah. That would be sick.
He had one of the best answers
100%.
to a media
100%.
question I've ever heard.
100%.
Like it was, dude. I love AP. AP is one of the best people.
He is.
And it's goes off the exact same thing about how people treat me.
Yeah.
AP and Hunter Lawrence have by far been the nicest
great.
two riders to me ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Like AP, super cool, super nice, super gracious, all that stuff. Like, and will ask me questions that are off camera, like type stuff where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, he really cares. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but Tomac's up there with him, right?
Yeah, dude. Tomac's by far the top of the list. Yeah. I was so mad I had to ask him an interview question.
Why, dude?
Because
He
know how
doesn't
close,
remember you?
I know, but he should, dude. Like
Well,
you
he probably
should remember
He probably
me.
remembers you by seeing your face at the races, stuff like that, but he probably doesn't remember
No, he
that
doesn't
day.
remember that. I wasn't shit then.
That's what I'm saying,
know what I mean?
dude. So get over it, bro.
No.
It's time to move
He
on.
needs to get over it.
He doesn't remember.
I don't care. He needs to remember it.
How is
He
that
made me feel like shit, and I hate it.
Then tell him that.
I was about to.
Tell him
dude.
that and see
I
what he
was
says.
so close.
Why not? Ask
Dude.
him, dude. You know how many views that would get?
I was
Come on,
so
journalist.
close.
Come on, media guy.
Dude, I was
Like,
so close to asking him. But there was
you
so
should have
many
done it, dude.
people.
You-
There was
you're
and,
nervous? Yeah, I kinda wanna say this for everybody.
No, like I'm like I don't want to say it. And then there was so many people in the media scrum or whatever for press day. And the biggest reason why I didn't want to is the PR girl for Star Racing was right there.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I don't
A
want
little bit
to.
of nerves. Like I don't
Yeah,
want to say it.
so
If you had
I-
him alone, I'm sure you would have asked.
I'll get to that. So
You had him alone?
That's
a little
twice,
weird, dude.
Yeah. I went to go. I was waiting to interview Hayden, and so Hayden was off to the right. I went up to her and I said, "Hey, can I grab Hayden?" She looked at me and she goes, "Oh, you can grab Eli." And I'm like, "What am I supposed to say? No."
Nah, now we'll pass.
Yeah, I'm good. You know,
No,
like
dude.
I'm like, damn
Why
it,
didn't you
dude.
steal his jersey or hat or something for me?
I know I should have.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, my brother's a fan of yours, dude. Let me have your hat.
So fast forward to the next day we're at the riders meeting because the riders meeting happened right outside the media tent and Eli's by himself. I went to walk up to him. Two people came up and started talking to him right before I got to him. So I turned around and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Were you going to ask him?
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
Like, but I didn't want to do it in front of somebody. I don't want to.
Especially on camera.
Yeah, like I don't want to put him on spot. Like I
Yeah.
will. The next race I'm going to is Washougal. So I will try to ask him at Washougal.
Do it.
Be like, hey, you and I have some beef.
Yeah.
And
Tell
I
him.
need to squash
Tell
it.
him straight up, dude.
We have
if
some
you got a problem
problems.
with me, we're going to fight.
Yeah, dude.
You know
Could you
what I mean?
imagine?
Tell him I'm going
dude?
to take those Oakleys, I'm going to shove them in your face, dude.
Could you imagine?
No, don't tell him that.
Local wannabe media guy gets kicked out for fighting Eli Tomac. Like,
His credentials have been pulled.
oh, dude, yeah. Why did his
For fighting
credentials get
Eli
pulled?
Tomac.
He punched Eli Tomac in the face.
That would
Are
be
you
a
serious?
Good story, dude.
Yeah, but I'd never be around ever
Dude,
again.
Cooksey would be.
Oh,
he'd be
I'm mad
blasting
at
you,
dude. I don't really like his style. I don't know him personally, so I don't.
I
mean
don't really
anything.
like his style because I think that. Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
don't know
I didn't
him
mean to
personally.
interrupt
So Cooksey, I have no idea. I don't really know you personally, so I don't mean this as like you as a person. I don't like how he is with his all clickbait shit. He knew all of this stuff is going to get him views, and he just really dove into it. Cool, whatever. But he posted a video and said, "Oh, now that it's being reported," I'm like, dude, you didn't even say my name.
It was from you.
Yeah.
I knew exactly where it was from.
And I'm like, oh, you don't say my name? Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
I knew exactly.
Dude, like, get out of
I
here.
listened to it. I listened to his stuff because I want to hear some
Yeah.
of the stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that he says is pretty
Spot on.
good, right?
Yeah.
Some of the stuff
Yeah.
he says, I'm like, okay, bro, probably would never have said that.
No,
you know what I mean? It's a little
dude.
far fetched. Like,
Just
no
like
wonder
me
you don't have
punching
media
Tomac
passes.
in the face,
Like, it's kind
you
of
know?
understandable you don't have media passes. You
I
know what
know.
I mean?
Yeah.
There's no freaking. There's no money laundering happening in motocross, dude.
There might be.
I mean, yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's very secretive, and Cooksey Media is not going to know about it.
No, Cooksy's not going to know about it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some of the stuff he does say, I'm like, okay, yeah, you're probably right.
But he
about
said that, and I was like, screw you, dude. Like, you can't, like, just say 23 posted it.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm like, get out of here, you joker, dude.
I heard
like,
that, and I was like, dude, I know exactly where this came from.
I know.
I know who he's talking about. He waited for 23 Media to post it, and then he did.
I will say, though, the guy that told me that, he has not missed on any of the inside information I've gotten.
Oh.
Not once.
Johnny Hopper.
No.
Just kidding.
And
speaking about Johnny Hopper, dude, I'm actually really a fan of Johnny Hopper.
I am too. He's a good dude.
He's freaking rad.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He hasn't been wrong yet, and I think he's going to be wrong about the Coonans.
Dude, don't tell people Austin Faulkner's telling you things.
No, he is. Yeah.
Austin Faulkner is your source?
Dude, a quick funny story is, what my whole goal when I interview riders and when I do anything, there's Gomes.
Mike Gomez.
Let me get back to that.
No, hold on. Let me hang it up.
No. Gomes. Gomesy.
Hello?
You're on the 23 Moto Podcast.
No, you're not, you loser.
Oh my God.
So
Late enough.
yeah, so
Hey, who's Hosenberger? Or Hosenberg?
No, it's not Hosenberger. No.
What'd you say?
First off, I want a Mammoth report. Or no, not first off. First, I want was
No. First. How many glizzies has Marshall eaten?
Oh yeah.
I only one.
Oh, that's it,
yeah,
dude?
right.
I don't believe that at all.
Dude, he's eating glizzies all day.
He's got a whole pack with him for sure. In his pocket.
For context, people, we got a picture message of our buddy Marshmallow just going ham on a hot dog.
He's getting down on that thing.
He damn near swallowed it whole.
Okay.
Good job, Marshall.
So real quick, is Husaberg, did it just convert to Husqvarna?
Ooh, I think originally, yes,
They did, right?
I think Husaberg is found like separately from Husky.
Yeah. Yeah, so there is I'm like, why doesn't Husaberg just buy Husky?
Okay, thanks for the answer. Hang up now.
Yeah, all right. That's it. That's all we needed you for. Thank you.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, probably.
Just hang it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just leaving the track when you called.
How's Mammoth?
Weather's been okay.
How was your riding?
Was a different story.
How's your riding going?
Not good. Not good.
Why?
Not good.
Give us some details, dude.
What class did you race?
30B, same as Marshall.
What Marshall get?
Not good.
Oh, damn. Well, you know what, though? They both did better than you and I.
That's true. We weren't
Yeah,
there.
11th overall. He got 11th overall the first day, and then second day he DNF'd.
What, just for any reason? No leg issues?
No. So in his case, he got in a fight with a tree. The tree won.
Yeah, that happens.
He went to the
Wait,
LCQ.
Marshall crashed.
He won.
I'm not surprised,
Yeah,
dude.
he went to the LCQ. He won the LCQ, and then he made it about 3/4 of a lap in the main, and looks like he broke his hand.
No, my gosh, dude.
Yeah,
Marshall.
his hand's pretty gnarly right now.
Okay, Gomes. Let me ask you this: when's the dude just gonna learn and just hang it up?
We told him after his first moto, after he got in a fight with that tree, to just done. But you know how Marshall is.
You're stubborn ass.
God.
The
You
dude's
know?
still on crutches. He
you
can
know the
barely
best-
walk, and he's racing.
You know the best part? We have not heard about this at all.
He hasn't said anything.
No, hasn't said a word.
Yeah, now it's on the show.
Oh.
I've given you more of an update than he has.
Yeah, you have. He hasn't said shit.
Yeah, I should text him right now.
Yeah.
Marshall, how's your
But
hand?
hey, I mean, he went out there. I mean, he did more than I did. Did one moto, and I was done.
Yeah, but that's okay.
You know,
I get it.
I mean-
it was cold and windy, right?
It was very windy. We snapped 3 easy ups this weekend already.
Dude.
Yeah, dude, stop with the duct tape, bro.
Yeah, so we have one that's a parts easy up, and we're using that anytime something breaks.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so for context, people, Mike Ohms, who's on the phone, he works for Stasic. He's at Mammoth, helping do everything that is Stasic related. But I'm mad at you, by the way. And then 2 is he was racing this past weekend too, so we did kind of double duty. Gomes, 1, why didn't you tell me you guys are coming out with an adult sized bike like you guys have?
I asked him about it like a month ago.
2, you would think that I would have one, and I don't.
I'm getting a discounted one. He already
First of
told me.
all, when I was in Indiana in February, when you did your Instagram live, I told you something was in the works at Arlington Supercross. You saw it at Arlington
Did
Supercross
I?
because you were there.
Hey,
Oh yeah, and I
Wow,
told
look
you
at
to
you,
take
dude.
photos of it. I told you to take photos of it, and you said, no, I don't take photos for free, and unless you give me one, blah, blah, blah.
That's bullshit. I
Right?
never said that.
Hey, I believe it.
I never said
100%
that.
you did.
I never said
100%.
that.
And
You said
and
promote Stasic, and I said no, that I can't
And
promote
nextly-
Stasic. That's what I said.
And nextly, like I told
Nextly.
Robby, I can't do it nextly, like
Are you thinking about chocolate milk?
That's Nestle.
I am by
That's
the
what I
chocolate
said,
milk
Nestle.
section right now in Vaughn's. I'll tell you what I told Robby. We don't even have those bikes right now because we sold out.
Oh, well,
when
you
they
know who
launched,
got
so I
one?
don't even have any.
Yo, guess who got one?
Who?
I did.
Pulp MX. That's who got one.
Oh.
Steve Mathis has
That
one.
wasn't-
Did he buy it though?
No.
That's not through me.
Gomes
Yeah.
sent it
That's
to
not through
him?
me.
Go and send it to him.
You mother
Dude, I'm just saying, dude. Like, that's what I'm
Could you
saying.
imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, I would laugh. That would actually be the most insane troll move ever.
I actually asked Gomes. I said, let me know when you can do a deal on it.
Yeah,
He
you
did.
should.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, Robby actually asked.
Well, because it would be a perfect bike for like us to cruise around, but also for Ruth and Karina.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's perfect.
Yeah, but for even Gianna.
Dude, they're
Gianna
awesome.
really wants
Yeah.
one,
Have you seen, did I send you pictures of Cheryl's bike?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Like, we just put graphics on hers, dude. It looks so good.
Yeah. Oh, no,
She
maybe
has
you
one?
haven't then. Or maybe I saw it on her story.
She has one?
He works for the company,
I'm just joking,
dude.
Whatever, dude. The fact that I don't have one-
I'll send you pictures.
All right,
the fact
so
that I don't have a
um,
Stasic bike and your wife does is ridiculous.
yeah. Tell,
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah. A little strange.
But yeah, no, hey, Mammoth is good. Like I said over via text, I won't get into it too detailed, but the mind wasn't right, and I'm not going to ride when I'm not mentally there.
And you
No.
shouldn't. Yeah.
Sorry.
Completely understandable.
So, but I did tell Marshall that I will be back next year because I cannot retire with him being up 3-2 against me. So I'll come back, kick his ass in the first moto next year, and then I'll
There you
retire.
go.
That's what I like to
There
hear.
you
I like
go.
that. I'm
how's
happy.
the track conditions? Is the track fun?
For mini weekend, it was great. I mean,
Yeah.
I wish I rode on mini weekend just because how smooth it was. It
Is
was
it that bumpy?
it was very rough on Friday. Saturday wasn't bad, but Sunday was really good because a lot of people usually leave after Saturday night.
Oh.
But it just they battled wind. They couldn't keep enough moisture in the ground. They also started watering way later than they should have. But I mean, right now it's good. It'll be really good for amateur weekend this weekend.
Dude, you know what's crazy about that race is
Oh,
the U.S.
not to
Forest.
cut you off though.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off though. I am gonna ride practice tomorrow.
Ooh,
Just 'cause.
There you
I
go.
like it.
Because I'm here.
Yeah,
I
might as
like
well.
Is
What if
Yeah.
what if you're feeling it though tomorrow?
he can't race amateur weekend? I don't think. Can you race
I
amateur
could race
weekend?
I could race the 25 class, but there's no spots available for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, never mind.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The what was I gonna say is what's crazy about that race is the Forest Service has gotten so gnarly there. The track, they're not allowed to rip it.
What?
You're not allowed to rip the
Because of the
dirt. You
roots?
just have to like scrape it.
Because all the
I
roots
don't
are
know.
what?
I don't know. But there's something about like how you can't like rip the track
I'm
to
assuming
get like the
because all
good
the
dirt
roots
out.
and everything.
I don't know.
You don't want to dig up roots.
Yeah, it's very different than like polo or something like that. Or
Yeah.
I mean anything that I'm used to riding, in Texas, that was another thing on Friday. That was a shock. It's like, man, goddamn, it's so different.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to continue on with what we were talking about. Oh, I will ask you this, and then Robby and I will debate this. Who is the biggest star in our sport, Jett or Hayden?
Or me. Or me. Don't forget me. I can tell you right now who's gonna be.
Robbie's probably like number 39
Nice.
in the sport.
That's
Take it,
pretty
you know,
big, dude.
That's huge. That's huge. I'll take it. Thanks,
You
Gomes.
got it. It's Jett, dude. I mean, it's not a question.
Wrong.
What?
Right now.
Wrong.
No
Wrong.
way,
now.
dude.
Wrong.
Hayden is for
No
sure.
way. No chance. No chance. Jett is huge. He's huge. There's nobody bigger in our sport than Haiden Deegan.
No way.
Nobody.
Yeah, I think you're both crazy.
Dude, with his YouTube
did
following
Hayden
and
get-
everything, like,
Did
no
Hayden
way.
get invited to the gala?
He
I mean, a lot of people
did.
think the
He
Met Gala
actually-
is gay,
he did.
but
He
did.
didn't get invited. He paid to go. I mean, everybody pays to go technically, but it wasn't. There's more to this story than he
That's
didn't.
because he has a famous girlfriend.
He didn't get reached out. No, he doesn't. He didn't get reached out to and say, "Hey, would you like to come? We'd love to have you there." There was some favors pulled. So I give him credit. It was cool.
It's because his famous girlfriend, singer girlfriend.
Is she a famous singer?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know who
That's
his
why. It's
girlfriend
because
is.
of his girlfriend.
I do love Jett though.
Dude, I do too.
God Almighty.
I
do
think
too.
as of right now, you got to go with Jett. But in let's say 3 years when Deegan is in 450s, you got to remember though 450s get more coverage than 250s right now.
Dude, okay, so that even backs up my statement more. Hayden is so big, and just being on 250s, he's still the biggest star in our sport. By a mile.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
I'm also biased.
Yeah, dude, you're a Honda boy.
Absolutely.
What are you doing?
I'll be wearing that on Friday, by the way.
Oh, nice. I like it. Yeah, party.
We need to mark those.
I know, probably
I keep
do.
forgetting which
All
one's
right,
what.
Gomes, we'll let you go. Thank you for your Mammoth report.
Hey, it was great talking to both of you. I'm really bummed that neither one of you showed up, though.
I know, I'm sad.
Hey, I have family things that I had. My freaking battery died on the camera, dude.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh, I got another one. Don't worry. I got another one in the room.
Oh man.
You have 257 days to get ready before qualifiers. So,
Dude, I got 240 whatever days you said to not be ready.
Yeah. All right, Gomes.
hey,
I'll let me let
you can't be any less ready than Marshall was, and he's still out there.
You're
Well,
probably
he
right,
broke
dude.
his hand though.
Freaking guy. Wait, I
it's
already
pretty
texted
bad.
him, so as soon as you hang up, you can read it.
Okay.
All right, we got to get to this battery thing.
All right, buddy.
All right, guys. See ya.
All right, see you, bye. All right, we're back. Robbie's camera died.
We're back.
Okay, so I think that's recording, right?
Yep.
I think Hayden. There's nobody bigger in our sport than Haiden Deegan.
There's not, dude.
Because I don't think follows Jett
Here.
because but I don't think somebody did this. Are you looking at his Instagram following?
Both of theirs.
Hayden's higher.
Yeah.
But I just think that there's more to just the following.
There
right?
is, but there's
the YouTube
channel
is insane.
is huge.
And I've seen people show up at races that have nothing to do with moto and
Just
that
for
just
Hayden.
want to meet Hayden.
Yeah.
As a YouTuber.
Yeah.
So it's just wild to me.
So 1.8.
Hayden is 1.8.
Yep.
Damn.
And Jett has
700,000.
779, dude.
Yeah. I just looked at this the other day.
So yeah. So I agree 100%.
Who did
Hayden
I
is
ask?
bigger.
Oh.
Hayden has bigger following than Jett does.
Yeah.
And Jett's got a huge following, dude.
Yeah, he's the next biggest
So
star.
Jett's
by
girlfriend.
far.
Let me bring this up.
I don't know who his girlfriend is.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Tell you right freaking now. Jett Lawrence's girlfriend is Dylan Conquer. I don't even know how to say that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's her. She's she a singer?
I don't know.
She a singer? Dylan. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Anyways,
Yeah. So let's.
he
get
was
into
linked to.
who?
Wait. Previously, he was linked to.
Oh boy.
Oh, he was dating Prado's sister.
I don't remember. I cannot confirm nor deny that.
It says it right here.
I cannot confirm nor deny that.
Dude, Jett, you were dating Prado's sister? You
I don't
left? That's why, dude, that's why Prado's doing terrible. He's pissed that Jett left his sister.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
No comment.
Yes, you do.
No
This
comment.
is all allegedly.
So
Literally, Google is saying that, not me.
I don't know. Jett Lawrence,
you
Eli
know
in
about that?
second. I don't know what you're talking about. AP,
did, dude.
AP in third. He's riding great. Hunter Lawrence fourth. Justin Cooper riding very well in fifth.
Yeah.
Our boy RJ Hampshire,
Good
who
job.
owes me a visit on this podcast.
And a jersey.
I don't know about that.
To me.
But Cooper Webb in seventh. I think Cooper Webb's just kind of like get me to the SMX championship and let me win that thing.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get through.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then Jason Anderson. Did you? I'm not bringing it up. Is
Yep, I did.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He's I think going to Suzuki.
Jason Anderson?
Yeah, I think he's going to HEP. Yep.
Possibility.
Yeah,
There's
so I
possibility.
think he's going to go to HEP. Prado, dude.
No, but I also heard that him and Barsha would be going to Ducati.
Maybe it could
Could
happen.
you imagine Barsha and Anderson on Ducati?
That'd be great, dude.
Dude, it's like the two takeout guys right
It'd
there.
be great. I would
They're
love
just-
that. Is
Barreling through everybody.
so Prado. Let's get to Prado. Okay.
It's not the Cowie.
If he, I don't think it is.
And I can I can tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't say any names, but I can tell you this. Okay. So I know someone.
You better name names, bro.
I can't. I'm not gonna do it on
No,
here.
no.
I'm not
Tell
gonna do
him
it on
what's
here.
his what's
I
his
can't.
first name.
I can't.
What's his last name?
I'm not gonna air that
What's
out.
his
I'll tell you
middle
off
initial?
camera.
What's his middle
I
initial?
actually don't know. Okay. So
Where does he live?
someone-
Don't say that because it might give it away.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
Someone that I know
It was Cooksey.
that it was definitely not Cooksey, that I have a friendship with, that I talk to.
I know. Okay, I know.
Don't say a name.
Yeah,
Don't
I know.
say a name.
Yeah.
Has seen
Uh-huh.
the like the RPMs, you know what I mean? The whole everything
The
from
data?
the data from
Yeah,
Prado's
yeah.
bike
Okay.
through the races.
Okay.
He is not utilizing all of the RPMs, everything out of that bike that he actually can. So there's more that I can't say because I'm not trying to get in any trouble. There's more that I was told, but he's not utilizing the bike as he actually can. He's not riding high RPMs.
No,
dude.
he's not. I mean, but that's not his style of riding.
What he's asking is for more horsepower. So
Yes.
maybe more bottom end or whatever because you want to ride at a higher gear or what it is, but you're already not utilizing all the horsepower that you already have.
You would think that he would be able to figure it out. That the guys at Kawasaki could go figure it out.
Agreed.
Give me more power. It shouldn't be that difficult.
Agreed.
It shouldn't be. I do think that if he can't do it this weekend, something needs to change. Like he needs to make a drastic change.
He's got a 2-year contract.
No, I don't mean changing bikes.
Oh.
He really is going to have to figure something out.
Yeah, agreed.
Because Southwick should be the race that he excels at.
He should be good at.
He should be amazing at it. It's sand, it's rough, it's hard.
I don't
It's
know
the most
what he
GP
is, dude.
style.
He's qualifying. His first qualifiers in 39th.
I know,
Or like
dude.
31st, 39th, whatever,
I know
in the
it's
30s,
bad.
dude.
I know it's not what I thought the MX World Champion
No.
would be. I didn't.
So I don't know if it's a mental thing or whatever, but what I have been told by someone that is very close, he's not utilizing everything that he has on that
I think
bike.
I know who you're talking about. So, yeah, I don't know. The Prado situation, that one's kind of interesting, but I wish he would do a little bit better. You know what I did have is I had questions from the last podcast we were supposed to do, but I couldn't
Hey,
get
let me
good
ask you
enough
about this real
internet.
quick.
What?
What do you think about start rates?
They need to get rid of them.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm glad we're on the same page on that one
I 100% agree.
because
I think it does not take skill to take off that start rate. It takes a reaction time.
it still takes skill.
For what?
For
For what? It's pure traction.
Where the hell were these questions?
It's pure traction. That's all
I
it
got
is.
rid of them.
It's not ruts. It's not dirt. It doesn't. You don't have to feather the clutch. Whatever. You know what I mean? It's all. Well, you probably still have to feather the clutch off the grate.
I
but
think
you get what I'm saying.
I think it matters. I do.
What?
I think it matters.
What matters?
That you still have to have a skill.
No, dude. It's just all reaction time. That's all it is.
Yeah, but okay, what happens after the 3 feet?
That's when it comes into place. But off the start gate, it doesn't matter. That initial get go, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but then
It's all reaction time.
I don't know.
And if anybody's gonna hate me for this, Daniel Blair said it first.
Yeah, I do think that you should get rid of them and have dirt because there's an art form to it.
I think
right?
it'd be cool.
But I do think skill still comes into play with them.
Maybe a little bit, but not much, dude. Not much like it would be if you're in dirt.
Do you think you could like get a good start on a start grate?
Well,
I
dude,
think-
how much practice do I have?
I don't know. Like to me, I think it would be too grippy that I don't know if I would do
afraid of-
good. Yeah, I'd just wheelie like.
It depends how much practice I have.
I don't know. I'd have to think of that one a little bit.
I'm not bad on my starts coming out of the gate. It's after we hit the dirt is when
To power to the ground.
I start to
So you're
fade just a little
sounding
bit.
like Prado a little bit. You both ride Cowies.
Well, I'm not utilizing all my RPMs. I ride around third.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I ride the whole track in third. I race in third. Maybe
Yeah,
second in some corners, maybe.
nothing wrong with that.
But usually third.
So I think overall the 450 class is kind of shaping up the way that I expected. Do you think Jett will end up losing an overall?
Yeah, 100%.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
100%.
I'm at that point now where I don't know if he will lose
do.
an overall.
He will.
He'll lose a couple more
And it's going
motos.
to be Eli, too.
You sure about that?
Eli's the only guy that's beat him in any motos. Eli's got 2 motos on him.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not overalls, but he still beat him in 2 motos.
You know he's really going to KTM, right?
I freaking know I'm not.
No, he is. It's happening.
I don't know, dude.
Like he's going to KTM.
I'd rather see him go to freaking Beta.
That'd be kind of cool.
To Beta?
Yeah.
I'd rather see him go to KTM.
I'd rather, the only place I really rather him see go is Ducati. That was the only place.
So I don't want him to go to KTM because I look at KTM as the vet. It's KTM, all the hype around KTM. You know, you got to buy
Choose your
the
words
vet
carefully,
guys, all
bro.
that, blah, whatever, dude. I ride Cowie. You know what I mean? I've just never been fans. I've never been a fan of Cowie.
I
a
might.
fan of KTM.
I'm going to clip that.
No, please
I you might see me on a Cowie in the fall.
Yes.
No, I'm not. I don't
Why
know.
not, dude?
I don't, because
You getting rid of the Honda?
we'll see.
Go Cowie. Yeah, Team
Well,
Green, baby.
So I've asked, I'll just say it.
We can trade each other's
I'll just
plastics
say
and everything.
I've asked
we can,
all the
that.
manufacturers for bikes. I've always said, hey, can I get a loaner? Can I try it out? Can I do all that stuff?
Right.
The closest ones I'm getting to
Team Green, baby.
is Cowie
That's right.
and Yamaha.
That's right. I got somebody else that might be able to link you up with them. You know who it is.
Yeah, I don't. But the guys I'm talking to are the ones that are responsible for the bikes.
Yeah, but this dude is also a badass.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that. Now I know exactly who it is. I know exactly who it is. I was thinking it was somebody else.
Just stop.
Now I know exactly who it is.
Just stop.
So I'm going to have to call him.
Dude, amazing guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hung out with
I was about to say something else. You can't say anything about the guy because as soon as you say one thing, it will give it away.
100%.
We should have him on the podcast at some point.
Can't say anything about it.
No, I know, but we should.
No, because if we can't say anything about that because if a dude comes on a podcast, they're gonna know.
You know what's funny is next week we should have some like random person call in.
Just Larry,
that's like from
some guy
Cowie.
Larry.
like some I don't
Have
know.
Gomes call in, say he's from Cowie.
Yeah, some janitor from Kawasaki like calls in like,
Yes,
oh.
I'm the guy that gave him the information. The janitor.
But yeah, so I've asked all of them. The guys at KTM, Andy Jefferson will not give me a bike. I don't know exactly why. I don't think he really likes me very much.
Another reason why not to like KTM.
I know. And
Why not to like, yeah.
And
why, yeah.
I get what you're saying. And but the guys at Yamaha and Cowie, I've been asking them, I'm like, look at the growth that I've had with my media
100%,
company.
dude.
There's no reason why I shouldn't have one.
Agreed.
All the free publicity that I've given to Honda, and you guys can't give me a
loaner. You made
loaner.
a shirt called Honda Boys.
I know. Maybe that's why they won't give me one. You know what I mean? Maybe
Taking
they're
revenue
like,
from them.
yeah, it's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't have done that.
You're probably right.
And so we'll see. I don't know for sure, but hopefully my fingers are crossed. It's like, dude, I would love to have a loaner bike. It'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be cool.
And I could put content around it, all that kind of stuff, whatever. So
Why? There's other people that do that.
I know.
You know what I mean? So it's not like you're asking something out of the ordinary.
The thing with this industry is that
it's who you know.
It's all who you know.
Yep.
Buddies helping buddies. I'm getting closer with more people, so it's getting
agree.
a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But you know what is interesting on that subject?
What?
When I was in Colorado, the media guys that normally don't like, and I don't care. I don't give a shit if they like me or not. But the ones that never really messed with me before were nice.
Nice. That's a good thing.
It was good, but it was like kind of like.
Why are you doing this?
Like, is it because I'm out of California?
You trying to get close to me?
Yeah, like what's going on? Like there was like multiple.
Were you wearing cologne?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it was good.
Might help a little bit.
So that was kind of interesting. And I'm like, oh, okay, well.
That's a good thing, though.
It is a good thing, for sure. And then two is that it's all these companies, they're all buddies that market with other buddies. But rightfully so. Like some of these companies have built such a huge following. They deserve it, right? Like Gypsy, right? He built his platform insane.
Yeah.
And he's worked his ass off
100%.
for the following that he's gotten, for the partnerships that he's
great.
gotten, all that stuff. He's worked his ass off.
Yeah.
I consider myself new media, a new style of media,
100%.
which is this. We're doing the podcast, right? Everybody else does podcasts, but we do it in a style that
It's different
other
than everybody
don't,
else.
right?
We're
So
two
we have
dudes BSing.
that are fans of moto.
Yep.
And then I don't have a website that has all the information and all that kind of stuff. Like I don't do that style of things. Gypsy doesn't. He does a podcast and he does his style. Hopper does his style.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of who else. Oh man, there was a couple that
And you
came
know
to
what's the
mind.
craziest part about
Daniel
that is?
Blair is kind of doing his thing.
Daniel Blair is doing things different.
But
Who is all the people getting the views? Those types of media guys.
Yeah.
It's not your
Yeah.
traditional media companies.
Yeah.
It's not, dude.
Yeah.
It's not.
I know.
So
I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens from it. But I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so predictions.
yeah.
Southwick,
Yep.
sand race.
Both Cohen's, whatever.
Dude, I don't
kidding.
think that the Coonans would win if they came over.
Hayden's going 1.
Yep.
Shimoda is going 2.
Okay.
Cody Shock's going back to 250s.
No.
Just kidding, he's not.
Yeah.
So Hayden, Shimoda. Who else is good in the sand?
In the 250s, I don't know. I can't remember.
Who else is good in the sand? We're just gonna say, you know what? Master Pole's gonna do a breakthrough.
No, I don't think so.
It's gonna happen.
Okay, so
calling it.
I'll say Deegan wins.
Yep.
Marchbanks gets second.
I was gonna throw Marchbanks in there.
Shimoda gets third.
Okay.
And 450s.
Oh, Eli.
Mm-hmm.
Jett. Mm-hmm. Gotta say AP.
In the sand.
Yep. Gotta say AP. I think Cody Shock's gonna get a top 5 though.
Really?
Yep. I'm
Is
feeling
that
it.
because you have a jersey sitting next to you?
Nope, because
Okay.
the guy's progressing every weekend.
He is. He's doing really good. is I'll say
Did you see him
Jett
training
wins.
with no shirt on? Doing starts?
Yeah.
Dude,
he did that fat whip. Did you see that whip he did?
I did, but could you imagine doing starts with no chest protector, no shirt, nothing?
Yeah, dude, the guy was doing push-ups the day after he had his freaking
You know how
collarbone
bad that
surgery.
would hurt?
Yeah, he's a nut job, dude.
Unless if you didn't get the whole shot, you're screwed, bro.
You're
Your
screwed
chest
either way.
is
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
So I'll say Jett wins.
Yeah.
AP gets second.
Okay.
Hunter gets third.
No.
And my bold prediction is Prado gets a fifth.
Oh, okay.
I think he turns it around. I think this is his opportunity.
I don't know how good Eli does in this thing.
You had an off weekend. You know he's good at sand. He is very good
Eli?
at sand. Yeah, very good.
So
and he
why
loves that
wouldn't you put him on the
MX-14.
podium then, dude?
You know why?
Oh, dude, get over it.
No, dude. Yeah.
I gotta remember what those ones
So,
are.
anyways, that's it for this one. I'll be gone. We could do it. Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to do it Monday night.
I'm gonna be busy Monday or Tuesday night.
Oh, so it's gonna be next Wednesday then, probably, or Sunday night, depending on when. We're not gonna be okay. So we'll probably do it in a week from now.
Or it's gonna be on video.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. If you guys want the best fuel on the market, go to ETS Racing Fuel.
that's freaking right.
Best
dude.
pipes on the market, Yoshimura. Best graphics, Factory Effects. Best bags, Albeco. Best clamps, Luxon MX. Trying to go.
I like how
What else do we have?
I like how you took something off there, but it's still on there.
I know I got to get new graphics. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. You guys are the best. We're out.